Neil Armstrong stood on the moon in 1969, the first mankind ever existed on a satellite. However, when did a man first stood on the Earth? And where on Earth did the first mankind exist on our planet? If I said you, it was probably in Japan. Would you believe this? Today, I'm going to tell you how we became a man and how we lived back then and how we became the first mankind on the Earth. This is a map of haplogroups traced back to their origins. Recently, molecular biology has succeeded to analyze our genes to find the origin of a primitive man and draw a map of the routes through which we have spread to cover the surface of the Earth. We Japanese are said to have left Africa 60,000 years ago and to have reached the place where Japan is now, around 40 to 25,000 years ago. Did you know, according to the latest in physical anthropology, all the other species such as Neanderthalensis, Beijing Man, Javanese, Denisova people, Homo floresiensis have all become extinct, and the only species that has ever survived till now is Homo sapiens, our direct ancestors. This is a life-size reproduction of Neanderthal man, Homo Neanderthalensis, dressed in a suit in the Neanderthal Museum in Mettmann, Germany. And this is the famous Japanese actor eating a popular brand of instant noodles, saying, "This may be the unprecedented yum experience in our mankind history." So, when did we exactly become a man? We have seen our ancestors left Africa 60,000 years ago, but they were still very primitive and didn't have much difference from the apes. In other words, much like monkeys. What are the differences between a man and a monkey? In the terms of DNA amino acid sequence, there's only 1% difference between a man and a chimpanzee. However, when we look closely at the bone structure of our hands and that of apes, that of monkeys, we realize the huge flexibility of the human thumb. And this is largely different. It can move to a wide range, which makes it possible for us to manipulate objects with far more subtle adjustment. In other words, humans can do a lot more sophisticated things than monkeys. In English, we call this finger a thumb. Well, actually, they don't really think this is the finger. They call it a thumb, and we have 4 fingers. But in Japanese, we especially cherish this finger even more. We call it a mother finger or a parent finger. What can we do with this mother finger? You agree that chimpanzees can hold stones and use them as tools. They may be able to crack stones to get a sharpened edge and make more handy stone tools. But can they actually make this or even this? This time, you agree again that only human beings can polish and curve out these complicated stone tools. They are called chipped stone tools, which can be made accidentally when you collide the stones against one another. But these require more intellectual labor to polish and curve out the shape carefully. They are called polished stoneware. When a primitive man came up with this idea, he became a man.
Yay!
He became the first man on the earth when he had this aha moment. Ever since, we're mankind who use stoneware like this. Where was the oldest polished stoneware found? All over Japan. As many as 1,792 registered archaeological study sites. Of those very old ones, like over 38,000 years old, we have 81 officially registered historical sites. And the very oldest one on Earth, the oldest polished stoneware found on the Earth is this. In Iwajuku, Japan in 1946. There are some older stone tools found in other parts of the world, allegedly said those are over 1 million years old, but as I referred previously, our direct ancestors left Africa 60,000 years ago. Those 1 million year old stone tools belonged to someone else, who have long been extinct. At present, this is officially acknowledged the oldest stoneware, which is 38,000 years old, just when our ancestors reached our land, therefore invented by Homo sapiens. So, congratulations! We are the first civilized people with the state-of-the-art technology in those days, 38,000 years ago. Because of the mild weather and abundant food resources, as the earth getting warmer, the sea level rose, and Japan, our land, had a natural fortress, and so we stayed like that in peace and wealth for a long time, and within a friendly bonded groups and community, since we didn't need to fight for survival, and having plenty of free time to think because we're free from chasing after animals to eat, we became what we are. So today I talked about the first man on this planet, mankind on the earth today, and I'd like to emphasize this fact that the very old the stoneware is something we should be proud of. I suppose very few caught an eye on this, since in Japanese schools never teach this amazing fact properly. Okay, so in the next video, I'll be talking about the origin of Japan and how we develop our society and what was and is special about Japan. And thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video. Look forward. Bye for now.